Are you one of those Celtics fans who thinks the better team lost that series?
Yes, 100%.
You and Grant Williams?
Yep. I'm pissed he's gone. I'm pissed he and Marcus Smart
I just
are gone.
thought their offense stunk. And they
Down the stretch, yeah. I will agree.
Yeah.
But I just had to throw that in there. I can't.
Hey, I get it. We all have our passions,
It's a weird confliction.
I don't understand. So, like, it just seems when the key situation ever came out with those Celtics teams, like, they just never performed at the end when they needed a bucket.
But they kind of did, though, all right? Because I think what happens is we just keep, as you get on.
Tatum got hurt.
Right, but, like, as you advance in rounds, it's just, like, I have this idea of quarterbacks, right? There's the 5 to 7 guys. Like, I have one tier for Mahomes where if I were doing my quarterback tiers, it would be like, I don't want to hear about any fucking interceptions. That would be the first tier, and Mahomes is the only one in it, and he gets to be there. Like, I don't want to hear about it if he has a bad Monday night game of, like, do we need to recalibrate this, right? So I think there's maybe the list is 5. You know, Josh Allen, it feels a little turnover-y, but you're including the first 2 years where I wasn't even sure he's going to be a long-term starter. But there's that group of like 5 to 7 that I don't want to hear about. I want to update this stuff every single week. And then there's like 10 that stink. And then there's that middle pack where you're going to be right. If you think a guy's great or you think he's awful, you're going to be right in one of the weeks. You come in Monday, you go on the shows, you'd be like, I told you my guy was the – and be like, yeah, okay, but in week 4 he's going to be bad, and then I'm going to feel like I'm right. In the NBA, we do it with the stars. We don't have that like penthouse level of stars. Well, like Tatum goes crazy against the Sixers. He breaks Steph's Game 7 scoring record from a week before that he had at Sacramento. And then it's like, wait, the Celtics get to the NBA Finals and lose to. I still think it was a better Warriors team. We'll just disagree, Jack. That's cool. No, I mean, I don't think it's like an unreasonable one. We just disagree.
Full disclosure. I'm a full Homer
Homer
guy.
I think that Heat series is a joke because that was look. The Heat could have had a parade, and I was going to joke about like I still don't see it, because I just couldn't believe that they were doing something that's not done, but. If they were here's the point. Like if they were a mess, how are they even getting this far?
They're not a mess.
Okay, but how you're saying like, oh well, right when it gets to that point. No, you're ignoring the other awesome parts.
Yeah, but
that got them to there in the first place.
Yeah, but in Boston, is championship or disappointment?
And it's the fact you got Steph and
Clay,
what I mean? Guys who've done it before.
That's just how it is.
And you're right, and that's a great standard.
Right. Like, we're all trying to get to the championship.
Right, but like,
win.
what if
the Celtics have that fucking standard?
Yeah, they do.
Everything's disappointing unless you win a championship, and they've been so goddamn close.
That's what got to learn from this.
3-4 years were like
okay, but let me put it in your terms. Like you are, and I mean this as a compliment. You're spoiled. You've got 3 of them. All right, in a city that has that standard that we're talking about for an organization that essentially has like a modern day Celtic standard. If you hadn't had any. All right, and you lose in the AFC title game to somebody, it's a 35-32 shootout, and then guys like me are like, there's something wrong. Their culture, there's just something about this team. Maybe, but you also could be in the locker room being like, we had a late turnover, man, a fumble that went the wrong way, and they recovered it. So sometimes there are these massive statements attached to like the psyche of these teams, and maybe you're right about the Celtics or what. Maybe it is true sometimes. I'll always push back on it because, like, if something was really wrong, they'd be 40-42.
But it's been 3 seasons now where, like...
So what would you do?
I don't know. I don't know basketball.
See, I would go, hey,
I'm asking you.
These guys give you a chance.
Yeah, they give you a
chance. So if you think you're going to improve on the chance, go ahead. But more often than not, you're not going to improve your chance. They should have been in the finals last year. I think Denver would have beat them, though.
God, I still
can't believe the Miami's did.
Freaking Max Strus beat like what?
Game 7 in Boston?
Can we move?
Dude, Gabe Vincent turned into Clay.
It's fucking annoying.
There were like some crazy Miami numbers where it was like no team's ever done this. They did it like game 1. No team's ever done this.
I remember
they did it in game 2. The Heat won. The only game they won in the Denver series. Their fourth quarter was the single most efficient offensive fourth quarter of any game, regular or postseason, of the entire year.
Yeah, they got to be standing on their heads to like have
and
any
But the thing is,
kept doing it.
They did it. Look, and Spo's great, and there is an edge there. The culture thing, I totally buy in with them. I give them a lot of credit because in basketball, you don't win an NBA title.
They seem tough.
They are, but inferior talent. Like
I think
football,
the Celtics need a little of that toughness.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, when the team needed something, they got some really good ball players. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Players win you games, coaches lose you the game. However, that's what we used to hear in New England. Bill used to say that all the time. Players win the games, coaches will lose you games. And it means the player needs to go out, and if the coach isn't doing the right thing, putting them in the situation to win. And it's different in football.
Coaching is way more important to your thing than basketball. Like, I'm not a big blame the coach guy. I just think it's stupid. I think it's easy.